So some of the hardest beers to get are actually from the U.S. Funny enough, here in my area at least, not all the LCBOs carry maybe even one U.S. craft beer, but today I found one. I went to a different LCBO. Shocking, I know, but pretty excited about this one because the can looks pleasing. But then again, you never judge a beer by the look of the can or bottle. You gotta crack it open and enjoy. Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Mate Brewski from the Brewski Review. And today the beer that I have for you guys is not a Canadian beer. It is a US beer from Sweetwater Brewing Company. Boom. Is it gonna focus? Yeah, we will. Sweet. Sweetwater IPA. They are out of Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Pretty cool. So yeah, Sweetwater IPA coming in at 6.3% alcohols by volume. No listed IBUs on the very yellow can. You got a giant fish and some people fishing, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, very bright looking can. Let's see. Any IBUs? No, nothing that I see. How about on the website? Any IBUs there? Yes, 50 IBUs. Smack dab in the middle. So without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Hopefully it's cold. It has one of the, I don't know, some of the shrink wrapped logos and whatnot. They're not that great at retaining coldness per se, or getting chilled. So it was in my fridge for a few hours. All the other beers are cold, but this ain't really that cold, which is kind of a bummer, but hey, it's too late now, isn't it? Looking at the beer, a little bit of haze going on, but a nice amber color for sure. Nice off-white head on top. That looks pretty. That's like a nice, almost like a golden amber. Or actually, it's more like an orangey, like straight when you think amber. So pretty cool. Let's have a smell. On the nose, it smells, you get that cucumber freshness. It doesn't smell like cucumbers, but when you smell cucumbers and you just smell refreshingness, that's the one thing that really popped out right at the front. Again, grapefruit, pine aromas. A little bit of, ooh, what is that? It's a little dank. What? I had it, and then it was gone. I thought coconut for a second. I don't think so. But there is something in it. Lychee? Mangoes, dried mangoes. Yeah, lychee, not coconut, lychee. I don't know why. Maybe stuff and things happen in my brain. Yeah, lychee, maybe a little papaya, dried mangoes, pine, grapefruit, cucumber freshness. Little, is that dank? No, I wouldn't say dank or resinous. I'd say almost like a little bit of a slightly chemically, almost like somewhat nail polish remover-ish. Just a hint, not too bad. Let's have a sip. On the taste, definitely a little bit more malt forward. Or not malt forward, but more maltier than I expected. I really should have thought of that when I looked at the color of it, but I didn't. Yeah, seems to be like a straight split down the middle, malty and hoppy characteristics coming off this. I need another sip though. It is pretty damn good. It's a little unique, but I gotta pinpoint the flavors that I'm getting. So with that said, guys, cheers everybody. Let's keep on drinking. Yeah, a little piney, definitely a little resiny, but then you're getting a little bit more. You're getting some like mellowed out dried mangoes, a little papaya, a little bit of caramel, and some grass, no, not grassy. Not a little bit like caramel, a little bit of hay, and a little bit of like earthiness to it. Yeah, is earthiness the best word for it though? That's the best one that I can figure out. Like, yeah, like hay and dirt, if that makes sense. That sounds kind of bad, but it really isn't a bad thing. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. That's the best way to describe it, is earthy. Hay, earthiness, caramel on the tail end of it, but up front, piney, grapefruity, a little resinous, and dried mangoes, subdued, mellowed out dried mango flavors. It's actually a pretty good balance. Like me, I'm not a big fan of West Coast IPAs because I think that the malty flavor profiles are a little bit more dominant compared to the hoppiness of them, and I'm not a big fan of that mix. This, on the other hand, I really like that. Just seems to be like a 50-50 split. Hoppy, malty, drop down your flavor characteristics of both categories. Moderate body, smooth, not overly effervescent. I would say maybe not even moderately effervescent. Just a nice splash of carbonation going on in there, where it feels a little lively, but not overly fizzy per se when it rolls along the tongue. This is pretty damn good. I'm a big fan of this. Wow. Yeah, it's like it's almost like a tropical, like a semi-juicy IPA mixed with a baby West Coast maltiness of like a West Coast IPA. That's really damn good. Let's see what the can has to say. Sweetwater Brewing Company IPA, 6.3% alcohol by volume, 50 IBUs. The description here is: this mammoth IPA is dry hopped to the gills, delivering a kick-you-in-the-teeth hop chop. This beer is unfiltered and with all Sweetwater's brews to leave all the natural flavors intact. Then it has it in French. Also, the smiley face, I thought it was like bad rotten teeth. It's actually hop teeth, which is kind of cool. Don't float the mainstream. Beautiful stuff. 6.3 can condition for fresher taste. And the best before, there is an arrow pointing to under the can. So we're going to look at that because I don't think there's anything else on here. Oh, I lied. We got ingredients: water, barley malt, wheat, hops, and yeast. Sweetwater Brewing Company, 195 Arley Drive, Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I'm probably not going to make my way down to Atlanta, Georgia in a very long time, but in the future, maybe a few years from now, I'll make a trip down because that'd be really cool. I want to do one of those trips. An all Canadian brewery trip and then all US brewery trip. I think that'd be really cool. But that's for years to come. On the bottom, the canned on date. Canned on? No, it's not canned on. It's best before. Best before date is 15th of January 2021. That's a pretty good stuff. Clearly labeled, and I do like how they have the arrow pointing it down on the sidewall of the can there. That's one to keep in the back of my mind whenever I design a logo. You gotta have those brewed on, or you gotta have those canned on, packaged on, or best before dates on your beer cans, so people know, so the consumer knows, so the person opening the can and pouring it into a glass and then drinking it knows that their beer is either fresh or somebody messed up and given you an old beer. But yeah, a fairly delicious beer. I love that. On the website, sweetwaterbrew.com, you go to the beer section, you go to the year-rounds, because this is available year-round. Beer Advocate has deemed it a hophead's beery dream. Has the same, is it same? Slightly different description. This mammoth IPA is defined by generous quantities of juicy American hops. The extensive dry hopping process contributes to its bright and flavorful character. This beer is unfiltered to leave all the natural flavors intact and bottle conditioned to stay super fresh. Again, 6.3% ABV, 50 IBUs. It comes in bottles, 12-ounce cans and 16-ounce cans. This is a 16-ounce or a 473 ml can. They also list their malts and hops, also dry hops and flavor profile. So what do we got? Malt bill: Munich wheat 2-row and 7080. Never heard of 7080. That's a separate thing because it's a comma. Interesting. Hops that are used are Columbus, Chinook, Cascade, Simcoe, and Golding, and the dry hops that were used were Simcoe and U.S. Golding. The flavor profile is citrusy, piney, hint of grapefruit. Why did I overlook citrusy in this flavor? Maybe because I just thought you guys would know, but obviously I need to express it to you because it's the whole point of the video. Also, my face is really red. What did the camera do? Why is there this like giant red hue? Can we do that? Will it fix itself? There we go. I had the giant red hue. It's like picking up colors of, I don't know, guys. It just is what it is sometimes. Fun. Yeah, beautiful looking website. Good job on the website. Tons of information, ABV, IBU, sizing, malts, hops, dry hops, flavor profile, and a description. Beautiful stuff, and a picture of the beer in a can, bottle, and in a pint glass. Can appreciate great website design. Moving over to Untapped, IPA by Sweetwater Brewing Company has been given a 3.68 bottle caps out of 5, and that's out of, just under 162,000 ratings. Damn, that's good beer. Over onto the LCBO website. Now, I've only seen that the one LCBO I went to today, out here in Markham. So I don't think a lot of LCBOs carry it, but if you do find out your local LCBO, you're going to be paying $3.80 for the 473 ml can. Now, $3.80, does seem a little pricey, most things considered, but then again, it's extremely hard to get beers from the US and more or less every other country in the world. But it's a delicious beer. It's 6.3%, $3.80. I'm totally fine paying that amount for a damn good beer. So, no complaints on that end. But with that said, guys, I think we gotta wrap it up. I don't got much left. So with that said, cheers on the final sip, guys. Let's get right to ratings and wrap this thing up. Alrighty, Sweetwater Brewing IPA. Delicious. Between the maltiness and the hoppiness of the beer, the two flavor profiles coming down, mixing together, mingling, doing their thing, flowing beautifully. Great mouthfeel. Hoppy, get a nice little bit of malty backbone to it, a little caramel, a little earthy, a little straw, and then the hoppiness, a little bit of mango, a little bit of grapefruit and pine, and then a citrusy note all around, just holding everything together like a nice big hug. Damn good stuff. Sweetwater IPA gets a solid 8.2 out of 10 for me. That is a beautiful beer. As for presentation, man, this thing caught my eye like that guy in the picture caught that fish. Fairly quickly and fairly effortlessly. Yep, that's the word. Looking great, tons of information, ABV, no IBU, but that's fine. You get a nice description, you get ingredients, and you do get a clearly labeled best before date and a direction of where to find it on the can itself. That's great to see. Website as well looks great. It's clean. It's pleasing to the eye. Everything fits well. It's not disorganized. You get a description, ABV, IBU, available sizes, malts, hops, dry hops, and a flavor profile. Great stuff. Presentation gets a solid 9 out of 10. Before I leave you guys, if you have any comments, questions, or beers you want to review in the future, you can leave all that information down in the comment box below. If you want to go ahead and like this video or subscribe to me, Maple Brewski, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. And with all that said, that's going to do it for me, Maple Brewski. Like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers. Now seeing this can with a fish and a guy catching it, I wanna go fishing, 'cause I don't do it that often. Do. Cheers.